Alpha's loaded up.
Go.
Bravo's loaded.
Get out of here.
I'm fucking waiting for command from ground command if they want
Anyone
to do
know any
anything.
good songs?
Oh, there's 3 of the trucks.
Oh, there's three.
Give me
of
the fucking
there's
well.
other trucks.
Bravo 150.
Good check, Bravo.
You guys just keep finding new ways to disappoint me, and I'm so whatever the opposite of the word proud is of you.
Bravo's loaded up, waiting for Alpha.
Just like my dad then.
Need rifle trenching tools. We do. Hell yeah. Oh, we have body bags in here. We're gonna need them.
Right, how many squads do we have? Again, you better Bravo, it's marked on the map.
Hello there.
Yeah,
Hey,
Bravo, I know.
Hold up, this is high. One feature I forgot to add. Since the Germans are going to be crossing through this area, you might notice that in your vehicles you have some body bags. If they start driving on a crossroad and see that there's a bunch of dead Germans in the middle of the road, they're probably going to stop and, you know, send units ahead. And if they have a radio, probably call that in. So make sure you do your ambushes accordingly and clean up the bodies accordingly. Capiche?
Peace, Cap.
Yeah, I
Hey.
totally know. heard what you
I don't
said
know
there.
if this vehicle is road vehicle. It only has one mirror.
No, the MG42 fuel, the one.
That's not the stick we're supposed to take.
Oh, and if you guys take the reinsert Vic in, you're just gonna fucking walk, so, you know, you do you, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right, who are the chuckles in the reinsert, Vic?
There's a revolver in the frickin' vehicle.
I know. I put that there.
Ah, I see. So you're purposely going without a gun. That's also.
Keep honking that horn. I'm honking with bullets.
Well, squad leaders, I think you have signal whistles. I don't care what you do with them, since I'm not gonna be here to listen to you meme with them should you decide to do that. So, yeah, I don't care. Have fun.
Copy that.
Not do it.
Copy
Same
that.
location, get off.
Understood.
Don't
On the
send
way.
them to death.
Why is that guy...
Confirming reinsert Vic is the gray truck.
It's the one with the frickin' AI in it.
Hey,
Goes a bit through.
Right, Blazer, wait for your order.
right, if everyone's loaded up, let's move out. Bravo's for
Oh yeah, you're just here to observe, so don't touch anything. Okay? Because if you start fucking with my AO, I'm just gonna kick you, because I'm not in the mood today.
We're Palm. Palm is Alpha.
You guys can just say Alpha Bravo Charlie if you don't want to have any spice in life, I don't care. Hey guys, Wee Woo here. I'm already disappointed. And we haven't even gotten out of base yet. So today we're going to be doing a French resistance operation. Really simple op. They're going to get to this crossroad. They're going to kill the German garrison here. Take some of their gear. And then I'm going to start sending convoys down at them. I've got copies of everything here. Infantry I got over there. And, you know, we'll just see how this all goes. In fact, I'm going to group these guys up. We're going to move them down over here. What'd they do to make me disappointed already? Don't worry about it. So anyway, I'll just be making convoys here.
You should crash for TeamSpeak.
And I'm gonna start.
So, idea for taking it is we don't ditch the Vics, but stash them.
Yeah, I'll be
after
making
the
them
first
as we
grouping of
need them.
buildings, depending on how much we get spotted.
Where's the dismount bay?
So if I just go to cargo, I put custom cargo in these supply Vics, so they have, you know, extra stuff. Thinking we'll do a medical convoy first. Lead it with a scout Vic. We'll see how that all goes. But first, you know, it's just going to be a simple taking of the town. And Calum's walking it. Wow.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
That's incredible. It's like we had... This is the level of what I've had to deal with today.
Dismount point marked, depending on tree cover there.
So,
Ideas that will sneak up on the town. If there's not really
GT,
tree
thanks for the
cover,
23-month resub. I hope you keep
rush the
enjoying the operations. I hope you get a kick out of this one. And Jared, thanks for the 8-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations as well. And I hope you get a kick out of this operation.
Yeah, here.
A-firm.
Yeah, not a hard AO, but it's meant to make them think. Because if I see a bunch of bodies on the road, I'm going to stop vehicles ahead of time.
Now. Just gonna get this out of the way as to not distract from the op. Sorry.
Malavik, you're okay. You're a good friend of mine. I wouldn't care. You know that. But, hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you keep enjoying the RP stuff. Well, we got to start it up again in May, but we'll get there when we get there. But I hope you keep enjoying everything, man. I hope you get a kick out of watching these, hopefully these chuckle fucks succeed, but at this point, I don't know.
About at the dismount.
Viva la France Resistance. No, it's...
A-firm, just gonna make sure.
Thank you for checking in on us.
Viva la Vida? No, that's a Coldplay song. Frickety frack, I forgot what the saying is. But yeah, so all these guys have custom kits. I have intentionally given the French Resistance some of the shittiest guns I could find. So it's Car 98s, the predecessor to the Car 98, which is an even shittier bolt-action rifle.
Came by himself.
Yeah, he got in the reinsert Vic and thought it was gonna drive. And now he's just walking it. So I was half tempted to spawn a squad to kill him, but whatever, that would just distract the rest of the players. Medics only have handguns, there's a thing that only has handguns. Yeah, what do you want? Go get in the reinsert, Vic, forehead.
I didn't die. I had to restart my internet.
Yeah, go get in the reinsert, Vic, forehead.
Solid copy. We'll go.
Get in the reinsert, Vic, forehead.
It's cold. My internet's dying, asshole.
Copy that.
Maybe if I say it slower.
On the way. Roger.
Ground, this is high. Be advised, I'm sending 1x reinsert up to you from the reinsert, Vic, so he'll be there in about a minute or two. Over.
A-firm, please send him to the dismount mark.
He's going. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, this isn't a hard, this is a very small map. I don't think he's capable of getting lost, but
Remember
who
the
knows.
body.
And I've given them AA for when I want to set jets in.
Yes.
Probably have QRF come from a different spot. So let me actually set that up. I gotta make sure these guys don't aggro, so I'll send them to careless hold fire. And let's see, I'll have a team right here ready to send up when it gets going. You... Okay. I thought he got stuck in him.
Ground is roughly got one control moving to the MSR and the left-hand side pavement.
I got him.
They're heading north.
It's alright. Probably sprinted down the stairs.
Like, you're clear to just start dropping people.
Alright, so real simple. I'm gonna have a QRF patrol come up from
Understood. On the way.
the east.
On the way. Roger.
Okay. Give Caleb something to do as well.
No. I don't give people that don't
Copy.
follow the proper way to do something
On
anything to
the
do
way.
unless I'm trying to kill
On
him
the
off.
way.
He can walk if he wants. Besides, he'll regroup with his friendlies before that patrol even gets close to him. So I think these guys are also going to quickly realize what World War II with no types of armor means, because you got people that are running off on their own or to getting shot like DeVincer. We'll see how this goes. I'm not hearing no coordination over 5-0. One guy just dropped dead. That was interesting.
The one scored well far up compared to the rest of them.
Yeah. They're going to be able to achieve this, though, because, again, I don't really have that much AI down. I expect these guys to be a good, like, 2-1 or 3-1 for a firefight in World War II. Even though I've given them most of them bolt actions and pistols, but generally players are better than AI. Plus the accuracy coefficient means these guys are going to miss a lot.
That's like you talk about the NPCs, not the players.
Yeah, because of the accuracy coefficients and shit. See, I think they're now mis-PIDing about a vehicle.
Yeah, I hope he's found DeVincer as well.
Yeah, because I've watched people try to friendly fire the vehicle mount because no one called that in. Literally, the guy got off as he got, as his seat got shot.
Right, Palm, you guys have got this ground.
Squad doesn't know how to move up a road.
Roger. Bring those body bags up, please.
Now we're just going to give them some time. I'm going to start forming a convoy. I'm going to do a medical vehicle first.
Bodies in building.
Firm, Bravo will focus your attention to the west.
So Obi's coming back. I'll have to teleport him in. Just realized I never made a oh, wait, yes I did. I was about to say, I freaking missed that.
Oh, the truck's coming back. I didn't notice that.
Yep, I called it back. Yeah, Barbarian's internet connection's being weird.
Stash that a half-track in like a courtyard is something for shooting down a plane.
Hi, this is Alpha.
Send your message, Alpha.
Roger, be advised, we seem unable to loot supplies from the enemy's clothes. Advised?
Take them off the inventories, buy a break. Exchange the uniform, and then take the ammunition after the uniform's off the body. That's a common glitch, can't do anything about that.
Roger.
Or try body bagging them.
Body bags made stuff unlootable last I knew.
Recommend you go on yelling and tell everyone about that, because otherwise they're gonna keep being brain dead Bambis.
Roger, I'm already trying to tell.
Roger, out. Alright, I'm gonna fly 3 aircraft over them, and let's see if they have the brain to not shoot at them.
Body bags needed Zimmels.
Small arms won't do much.
Well, I gave them 2 anti-aircraft vehicles.
Solid copy.
They're on careless hold fire, they're just flying in formation. It's gonna get really awkward if they shoot at them.
So you want our boys to get into a scrap with them then?
No, I don't want them to shoot at them. Because if they do, then they're gonna look down and go, why is a German position shooting at us?
This guy. Alpha ground, have you got the Vic here?
Vics are coming.
Roger.
You need to body bag.
Just got pushed back 3 Crossroads in town. We got the bodies clean up.
Alright, now I gotta make sure they're out of a visual range here. I can just delete them. something we're going to be doing throughout this series of ops, Infidel, is I'm going to put up things that they're intentionally not supposed to touch, and if they do touch, it's going to get very messy for them. Pick and choose battles. TSB used to be really good at guerrilla warfare. Then we didn't touch it for 6 months, and now they suck again. So we just gotta retrain everything trial by fire style.
Bye.
So no one's pulling security on the East MSR, otherwise they'd see the Germans moving up on them. And I'm gonna get that MG and suppress.
West. Covering. Go.
Laser's been. And Angel.
Yeah, I shot the guys that were just staying in the middle of the road, because they're being silly. Look at Calum flanking hard on the right. I'm probably going to dome him because he's on his own.
You got half-face and Stewie on your left as well.
Yeah, look at all the people. They've got, like, a bunch of people running around on their own. It's going to be silly. I don't know. I'll let them get away with it in the beginning, but if they start doing that more, I'll just hit them.
Frisk and Vince are.
Good shot. Barb, you need TP back in?
Yes, please.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna send my first convoy in.
Solid
Sorry,
copy.
a bit of death light from Caleb
On the
there.
way. Copy that. On the way.
Well, I wonder if he gets hit by some friendly fire.
We'll see. Yeah, so vehicle sounds won't sound ominous, but if these guys hear gunfire, specifically that frickin' Flak 88 opening up, I might spook the convoy.
Quick cut off road to get it to its position.
Yeah. So look at these two chuckle fucks putting trenches right there. That's gonna spook people. But yeah, the vehicles driving on these roads are also a bit, like, crappy, so... We'll see how things go.
Thought Luxy was down there at the back of the pack, but he's just stealing stuff.
Probably.
He's looting. It's getting a bit toasty for Calum, I think.
Nah, he's just lone wolfing. He's being cheeky about it, so I'm not gonna kill him off outright. But, you know, we'll get to a point where we will.
Okay. Thought he had a radio on his back there, but it's his backpack. Oh, the position is just
On
that.
the way.
Be advised, Grant will take body back duty.
On the way.
Yeah, so convoy heard gunshots, so the medical Vic's actually repositioned.
On the way. On the way. Solid copy. Understood.
That's funny.
So it's not about that.
On the way.
Wonder if what they're gonna do, considering most of them are looking east.
This thing's a drift mobile. Hot damn.
They even see it.
Yeah, the AI are pretty bad. How you doing, Eagle? That was even worse. These Vics are not. They're even worse than I remember. Yeah, like, geez, they don't even turn, they just drift. This is me doing a hard right turn, he's still going in that direction.
Fifth north.
Phew.
On the way. Copy.
Be advised, don't entrench. Hide in houses.
Copy.
What about idea?
Copy that. Roger. On the way. On the way.
Can someone tell the retard on the AA gun to just
Roger.
wipe half of
Understood.
the route to the north?
Understood. Solid copy. On the way. Copy that. Copy. Roger.
Wow.
Phew. Hey, whoever's in the Vic, wait a second, because, well, I'm just saying the Vic's gonna wait a second, because there's someone coming in, so I'm not sure if they're a crash or not. Alright, 2 smoke billows, that's gonna be great. They're gonna freak out when they see those wisps, I swear.
Surprised they shot up that. I think it was a curve.
Yeah, I don't know why they're blowing up the trucks. I told them they gotta make an inconspicuous crossroad, and then they fortify the crossroad with trenches. It's like, Jesus. Like, you have all of these houses. You have all of these walls. Like, you could easily do that. And it's like, nope, we're gonna fortify. So, that's fine. I don't care. It's gonna quickly turn into, pretty messy up.
Already has. Do you not see that friendly fire incident?
This reinsert? What?
Get in the Vic.
Gonna kill Caleb.
Get in the Vic for reinsert.
Stuff the AA half trip. Mob coming in from the west. Boys in the town, you got some bit coming in on the west MSR, but we're gonna try
Like how they're just building stuff and there's a squad right next to them.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll get Caleb.
On the way. Copy. Copy. Roger.
Since I'm a late joiner,
Wow.
we're literally getting into that central crossroad town, fortifying it, and
Copy.
ambushing a convoy.
Understood. Understood.
Yeah.
Three up to those things coming through the town.
Yep.
Roger.
This is high. Be
On the
advised, reinserts are coming to dismount point. Over.
Roger.
Oh my god, they almost ran Lambert over. And these German, they don't give a fuck. Like, they just freaking drove right past him. I was expecting AT grenade usage and shit, but I guess not.
Surprised they even managed to get through. That should have been I should have done something.
Could you please tell me I wasn't friendly fire?
Probably were.
The
Okay, 2IC.
small car with
I am
TNG.
here.
Okay, from the vehicles rolling.
Probably.
Yeah,
The Cooper Rangers.
there's not just German.
Reinsert just left. It'll be back in a few minutes because we had multiple people get killed.
Because my team put a hell of a lot of shots in the back of them to those Germans and they're still rolling. Like, they didn't have what's the track? Yeah, they're all 35.
They managed to walk right up behind someone and shoot back in the skull.
Confirm. German vehicles down the road of Costa.
Yes, yes.
Copy that. Understood. On the way. Solid copy. On the way.
So,
On the way.
One from the north.
I want you watching towards the
Copy that.
west and
Copy
close
that.
to the crossroads.
Copy.
Angel Dust.
Solid
I want you
copy.
watching to the north
On the
and
way.
getting close to the crossroads.
Advise
Copy.
there's a lot chilling the way
Roger.
up until the point of the church, so we're better off holding near the church so we can actually see what's coming.
We have scouts in the trip.
That's where we are.
Copy that.
Hey, Artem, I believe a couple people with radios are in the troop.
Got a foot down from the church, so we're just on the hill next to the church.
Hey, Fern, what? The radio guy and the person with the Hey, Fern, Drake will went to the middle of town before engaging.
They've already engaged them.
But I decided to run it anyways.
Has the APC been dealt with?
That's the negative. If we were trying backwards to shoot them.
Solid copy. Copy that. Wilco. On the way.
Be advised, this is Charlie Squad lead on radio.
Thank you for walking to the clusterfuck.
Oh, lasers down. That's why they're not killed.
Gemini.
Roger. Solid copy. Solid copy. Understood. On
Jay.
the way. On the way.
You hear me?
You want to teleport Jay in?
I can do.
Here, I'm gonna put squads to intercept people that walk.
the way. Copy that. On the way.
SCP moving down Crossroads. Get ready.
Oh, somebody run him over! Oh my god! His pulls AT out. I'm like, alright, I'll hit you. He just didn't want to hit. Okay.
Grab first here, are you on net?
That's the thing, so well, it's dead.
Bye!
Gotta go.
Solid copy.
If
Copy
you wait,
that.
the truck's almost
Roger.
back to take you back to the
Solid
reinsert.
copy.
Yeah, I'd stop running there because there's gonna be German patrols now around town that are gonna intercept you, so.
5-0 check.
Check that ground. This is Bravo.
Here they are.
Send traffic, Bravo.
We're using one of those half tracks on the fucking air unit that keeps circling us around town.
I thought I'd task someone to do that. Apparently not.
Things come through on my end, so sit on bottom.
Yeah.
Everything. Carry on.
I don't know if he's no thought for that.
It's an AI, so.
I know.
How much you punish me?
Love it when they do
Enemy
that.
squad coming in north, Crossroads.
Roger. Roger.
Stay firm,
Solid
disengage,
copy.
let them come down.
Alright, we gotta wait a few minutes because that Vic is probably still going south of the MSR.
On the way.
The fucking armored one.
Wilco.
Yeah, I was. I can't tell if I was short on my fucking AT stick on that or not.
Are you the guy I ran over?
Nope.
Who's the guy that I ran over that didn't even fire? Like, just pulled out in front of me and I looked at you through my viewing port like, I'm just gonna hit you, okay. Like, fuck. Whatever.
Barely missed me on the first approach, and then you just ran me over again. I just ran that whole distance.
Yeah, sucks.
Just shot it.
That's why you wait.
Alright, vehicle is moving out. Devenser, recommend you get on. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
On the way. Roger. On the way. On the way.
Coming down the road west.
On the way.
Say, get to the crossroads and blow a whistle when we engage. Some sort of half track following control.
We've built fortifications again. On
Yeah.
the different side.
Well, I mean, it's already screwed because the Germans know that they're there because they decided to fortify right at the entrances. I told them, like, I even said, like, hey, I gave you body bags so you could hide the bodies, you know? Try not to do anything inconspicuous, and they still decided to be silly. See, I like this, though. They're hiding, They have a dead body right there, and it's a French one. So now these guys are gonna drive right in and not suspect a thing. This is good ambush tactics. I do like this.
I wonder if they know about the infantry to the north there.
Trucks in. Down now.
And they missed that AT shot, which is unfortunate.
That hit the
Actually, that was a Molotov cocktail.
They broke that down pretty good.
Yeah, no, see that? They did a good ambush.
On the way.
Just trying
Solid
to
copy.
send me,
On the way.
And they shot the driver out. Yep, so that was a good ambush. I just wish the rest of this op was like that.
yeah.
I'm sending to get pillage some MGM off from the corpses of those Germans.
Will go. On the way.
Oh, it looks like they're even going to hide it as well.
Good.
Solid copy.
Now I'm gonna start with a tank. Actually, no, we still got APCs to do. Gonna call the reinsert Vic back.
On the way. Copy that. Understood.
Too soon. I don't think they are going to hide it.
Yeah, they might just appropriate it, which is fine.
On the
That
way.
grenade that went off. Right?
Roger. Copy that.
I mean, it gave them a good bit of bodies to loot from. Just they're setting their ambushes way too far out, so if they need to pull units, they can't support each other. But now this is turning into more like a firefight.
Hearing that would be in contact from the northwest, but I'm not heard anything on radio. Is it under control, or do you have to call it?
Yeah, so now those Germans now are gonna call air support.
Control.
Oh man, so the gunfire actually told the fuel fix to pull to the right. Look at that. They didn't even go through the crossroad because of all the gunfire. Now I've cleared that fighter plane to do strikes if need be. I'm worried she might try to aggro on my
German.
Actually stand by, I'm just gonna do a run. I think I just blew Canada away there. I gave them 2 AA Vics. At this point, they need to actually use them.
They're clearly attacking. Guess that's the idea, right?
Yeah. Let me know if that plane flies over us, because it might drop a bomb on the reinsert Vic, and I'd prefer that not to happen.
QRC ground is down.
On the way. Roger. On the way.
Why is ground down?
Yeah, where was? Are you shooting us?
On the way. Understood. Roger. On the way. On the way. On the way. Copy that. On the way.
It's gone in for another run. Itself. The AA, by the looks of it.
On the way. On the way. Roger. Solid copy.
Yeah, I think you did get Canada actually. He's down.
Solid copy.
Yep. I don't know if he got shot by a guy or if he's just chilling. Or if I got him with that strike, you know?
Ain't having a go at him.
Yeah, I just did a fire and run. So I'm having 3 pack wagons. These are going to be a little harder for them to snipe the drivers out, but if they grenadier them, they'll be okay.
And then they'll have armor.
Yeah. And again, they're set to careless hold fire. Because they're just trying to get through. The Germans, they still need their supply lines going. Again, I'm trying to make it easier for them. Did Chavux just run into another vehicle? Are you kidding me? I just watched him just, like, not even pay attention, run up and get run over by the second one. That's beautiful. Like, they're not even noticing these German Vics literally driving right by them. Wow. That is actually incredible.
On the way.
Oh, man. This is beautiful. Yeah. They really, what's gonna be called in debrief is they spread themselves way too thin. Oh, look at what Hatterface and Stewie are gonna do. They just missed their throw. Stewie just missed his throw too. That is, I have no words. They both just. There you go. Get on top and shoot him. Awesome. Yes. And he shot the driver. Perfect. And they just stole. That's exactly what I'm looking for today. Thank you. Took them long enough.
Other two made it through, but not that one.
Oh god, why are my patrols all the way over here? Jesus. Alright, I'm happy some of them are figuring out how to use these vehicles properly. We're gonna have a lot of reinserts in a second, because a lot of them are spread out. Now here's the issue, are they gonna communicate that that's friendly or not?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I don't think that'll happen well enough.
This one says it's not.
Planes fly this way.
Hello, Caleb.
Well, I have to be by the tank.
Reinsert Vic will go in a few minutes. I would not recommend you run because you're just going to get shot, but you're free to try.
I'm not gonna try and run.
I have to go with him.
I will shoot you all. He said there is a convict trap in here.
Ran the first
Copy
time,
that.
I can run the second time now.
Okay, go ahead. By all means. You're free to try.
I think I friendly fired once.
I would prefer you not to.
Dude, I love how no one knows what security is because they're all too busy looting.
Yeah, no.
It's ground.
Alright, Vic will leave in a minute because we still have people bleeding out and there's a Vic crossing through.
No, you're literally
very
looking at the
clearly
ground.
not. Like,
Liru, the
Yep.
plane's coming in.
Tell me with
Is it? Oh. Oh, it's on an attack run. Okay, let's not.
I've been trying to tell it to go away.
Yep, I told it to go away. It's because it aggroed on the truck. Ooh, that was close. He was about to drop a bomb.
Ground command, are you there? Or are you down? Say nothing if you're down.
They're like, we're looting ammo, fuck off. I'm like, there's 8 of you. Looting 2 dudes.
I'm gonna presume ground's down and you 2 IC's down. It was enough. So, what is your situation at this time? We're currently holed up on the western side of the northern road. We're trying to unfuck ourselves at the moment, while also trying to contend with northern forces. How are you guys holding up? Dealing with some casualties, but there's enough contact at this time. You mark position for us, exact on the map can assist you. Thank you. Good. Roger. Speed VODS, Charlie's right next to Alpha.
You go to the menu. Well, no, you. Yeah.
Fucking west, drive through the town.
Where?
Best
Yes.
Armored car to the squad holding the Crossroads. If you can tell us where the tank is, we have a pretty good chance of killing it.
The only Vics that have made it through the town are the ones that have
Understood.
come
Copy. Roger. On the way. Solid copy. Copy that. On the way.
One win.
Alright, reinsert Vic is leaving.
Solid copy.
No,
On the
3
way.
west and 1 armored car came from
We'll
the west,
go.
and no, 1
Alright,
car
boys,
came
let's
from
have
the
another good game. Get there and tell them all that.
Had a half-track's taking a beating.
On the way.
Mm-hmm.
Solid copy.
Radio in the Vic.
Target acquired. On the way. Roger. On the way. Solid copy. On the way.
Oh, Nim, shit, the reinsert Vic just left. Don't worry, it'll come back. I don't recommend you run unless you want to fight 2 squads of Germans on your own.
You know me so well?
Heck.
Believe in you.
Don't believe in me. So,
Believe in the me that doesn't believe in you.
well, that's any unit. Boy. Are you listening to, I assume you're listening to, comms. It's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, what clusterfuck? There's no one communicating. One squad went all the way to the northern side of town and set up trenches. And then the other squad went all the way to the western side of town and set up trenches. And it's like you have all these houses and walls.
On the way. Solid
But,
copy.
okay.
Solid copy.
The
Solid copy.
whatever squad
Copy
I'm in,
that.
squad lead said,
On the
"Do
way.
this thing." So we went and did that
On
thing
the
and
way.
then decided to change his mind and say, no,
Bravo.
do this thing.
Heck.
And we all died.
Roger, what are y'all doing at the moment? We've got all of our casualties up and we're just planning some security to the west.
Sucks is I haven't even sent the tanks in yet.
Tanks. No tanks. We have no AT. Please, no tanks.
You have AT grenades, the enemy has AT that you've been looting, I've sent ample infantry, I've sent AT fire teams, like...
Where'd you get AT grenades? I want AT grenades.
They're in the inventories of some of the dead people, because I made all these kits custom. Both yours and the enemy.
And all the bits and pieces they've been missing.
Alright, 5-0 check.
Hi.
Cool. There should be some new markings on the map.
Copy. On the way.
What are they about?
So,
Copy
I've
that.
got 2 handy dandy lines telling you the farthest you should go. If you are beyond those lines, you are wrong.
Solid copy. On the way.
There's a handy dandy box marker now. That tells you when to hit
Copy
the
that.
enemies as they roll through.
Will go.
Reinsert Vic's coming back. Oh, Don, don't worry. They'll start fighting tanks soon enough. Ground, this is high. Do you copy? Ground, this is high. Do you copy?
This is ground, so traffic high.
Hey, you can choose when you want to leave the AO and start walking back here whenever you want, okay?
Be advised that
Is that a recommendation?
No,
No, I'm just saying it for the next hour or so. It's up to you.
Rubble wind is moving in from the west. You may want to duck and cover.
I forgot to mention that they're allowed to leave whenever they want.
Alright.
So I want to see what they do about this Wubble Wind. Are they going to aggro it? Are they going to, like, try to kill it? Are they going to try to dismount it?
Let's watch it. Find out.
Yeah. How's my sanity? Gone. Wow, look, the first group that dug trenches all the way up there decided not to engage it. I'm proud of them. Now we have these guys also ignoring it. Okay. This would be like a perfect... Look at where Angel Dust and Harry are. They could have totally gotten AT grenades from their positions. Oh!
Lambert moved.
Hey, maybe if the vehicle is facing your trench, you shouldn't get up. I don't know, that's just me.
Okay.
Gun it down.
That's about right.
When comes the rest of the enemy? Have a mooch about.
Never mind the line. Very still off.
So that's what the retards are engaging. There's two scout cars pushing the position at the moment. We'll put push past. So, maybe upper up was a bit too hot. Yeah, they are.
It's like, if you're not going to engage it, then don't engage it, but also don't get up while it's looking at you. Like, forehead.
Luxie and Harry are down.
On the way. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm having them hit the trenches to quote-unquote destroy them because they shouldn't be able to do that, but they can. So I'll match their BS with my own, like, fuck. Yeah, one Vic that's literally just going around.
On the way. On the way. On the way.
Just by the hop. Yes, that's right. We're pulling out. Everyone move south. We're pulling out.
I'll get it to. Oh.
Very much.
Let's go.
I've captured some weird little gun shops. We'll use them.
Wait.
No, ground is.
Hey, Infidel, if you want something to do, that tank on the eastern side, RC that and just start driving it away.
We are getting out of here. There's armor here. We have no way to contend with that. We are getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Sounds like they're leaving.
Run back to the dismount points, hide the truck, wait for everyone to get over there, and then we're getting the fuck out of here.
On the way.
Don't worry, Bravo's moving. We're not gonna. Use your smokes.
Copy.
I'm gonna pull a truck to the south. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes for people to pull up. Alright, Bravo's just not taken out of here in some road jeeps. We'll meet with this now. I'm gonna contest with them fucking tank with the hybrids.
Oh, hey, look, they're actually using the AA gun as a... Oh no, they're using the captured Vic, which is even better.
You're still in the AO. If you see any of my guys straggling, tell them to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Hey, Infidel, can you RC that tank and drive it away, please?
This is Puma. This is Puma.
I asked you to do that a little while ago. Please.
Right.
Autocannon Puma is friendly.
I repeat, Autocannon Puma is friendly.
That's fine, it's dead. The Vic, they still fried it.
Is there still any friendlies inside the town? Yeah, two guys recon. I need something to sell. Second man. Hey, firm, where's it?
Solid copy.
Where's your location? My location, we're at the dismount mark, but I've got two guys that think for with pull up into that functional. Hey, firm, friendly Puma is just taking out 2 enemy tanks. We'll pick up any stragglers, but if you don't see one, we're just close.
Whew. This is getting messy. Where's that half track I sent up forever ago? I don't think it made it.
Yeah.
Right, to any friendly forces still in the AO, we have friendly Vics waiting for you to pick you up in Le Virage. Get your asses back there ASAP. Don't leave the buffers, just pull out. Don't stop, don't wait for anything. Full stop. Roger. Yes, I have Charlie's down. I'm not going to get to him. Charlie's pulling out.
Copy that. On the way. Understood. Copy that.
That plane's coming in for him.
Puma's now pulling out. Be advised, we got a friendly Puma coming down to dismount marker.
MSR.
I repeat, MSR. Hey, Puma, be advised, there is enemy air still in the skies. Be careful.
Question. Liru, question.
What?
What do you expect us to do
About what?
about all those things?
About all of what things?
Those armored pieces.
Which ones?
All of them.
Well, the Wests were all turned out so you could shoot them, and they weren't hostile. They were set to careless hold fire, because it's an artillery tank. The pack wagons were also crossing through, and then you put a frickin' vehicle in front of them, so they shot it. What other armored Vics are you talking about? Yeah, that just drove through. I mean, again, some of you have AT grenades. You could just throw it, or just let it drive by. Like I said in the beginning, you can pick and choose your battles. But if you build a bunch of trenches on the outside of the town, they're gonna get suspicious. Anything else? It's okay, we'll go over all of it in debrief. I'm gonna clear that plane to start dropping bombs. When you get back to base, dismount your Vix so the plane doesn't drop a bomb on us.
Oh, it's a 40 weapon.
FM.
Copy that.
Liru, did anyone like shoot the whirlwind before it started shooting people?
No, people on the left trench got up as it was staring at those trenches because it was wondering why there were trenches on the side of the road, and then it saw French people get up, so it lit you up. I gave you all these houses in a really awesome town to use, and you dug trenches and made them suspicious. Like, what do you expect? Like, what the fuck? They know what that position is because they just had people on it, so they know there's no trenches, and you dig them, they're like, what are these trenches doing here? And then people get up with guns, and they're like, wait, those aren't German? So they just shot you. Like, what do you want from me, forehead? Fuck!
That was back to base.
No, that's about what I expected. Yeah, no, what I'd expected was for people to be intelligent and not just dig a bunch of trenches on the edge of town when I told them.
Yeah, that's another thing. You guys went to, like, the northern and western edges and dug your trenches. I'm like, why? Like, you have walls in the town, you had houses? And then... No, my favorite was on the northern road. You literally dug a wall of trenches on the road. I'm like, why? Like, you're gonna stop everything that you don't want. Like, what the fuck?
My western trenches were in the bushes and they didn't get spotted once.
Shouldn't have been trenches anyways. Trenches anyways.
Like, why?
Shot at.
Yeah. We hit every convoy to that. Damn it. And we put it through on 50, but it was coming through, so I don't know what happened to the front
Holy gingerly Liru, it feels like just yesterday I subbed XD.
Yeah, Son of Shadow, thanks for the 25 months, man. It has indeed been a while. I hope you keep enjoying the ops, man. You're one of the originals, man. And I hope you keep getting a kick out of these operations.
Run!
In the buildings.
Are you telling me a friendly vehicle just led a plane back to our base?
Apparently.
Ready.
Well, guys better freaking run, because this is about to get bloody.
Fuck this shit. Time to leave.
Scatter 360, 360.
You have 3 seconds to get in. 3, 2,
We're good.
1.
Go.
In attack position.
If you're on 50, get as many vehicles as you can.
How would you get a vent and concentrate here for one bomb?
Yeah,
Hey, look at it. I'm gonna shoot it down.
I'm good. Move!
I survived. I'm immortal. I'm a dead human anyway. I can't die again.
Yes, you can.
I guess it's different. I just got straight again and I'm still alive.
Well, grab a vehicle and get out.
We need to send Goat Team 6 in to unscrew this situation.
Sweet victory.
So,
We won.
maybe if... How do I put this?
We did not win.
If you're
Let's
leading an
establish-
enemy plane back to base and it's firing at a vehicle and you're firing at the plane with it, maybe not drive it back to where everyone's running around at spawn, because then the plane's going to look and see a bunch of things and go, oh,
I
okay.
was told we're taking it back and then just getting out of there.
Yeah, that's what I heard from you, to be honest.
While an enemy plane is following you and shooting at you.
I mean, I hit it a couple times.
It dropped a bomb on me and it made me go deaf. How rude.
Another French resistance
Mistakes
cell
were made.
lost.
So, let's talk about that up. I gave you a crossroad town to, ambush stuff that you felt like ambushing, keep it going. And, I thought it was a really cool town because, it had a good AO, had good sight lines down the roads from the center. Had a lot of good buildings for you to, get on second stories and, snipe down into vehicles and stuff. Really set up some textbook ambushes. And you guys decided to dig trenches on the northern and western sides of town. And, yeah, that was, interesting. So, the Germans, they knew that position. And, they knew that, it was inland. There was no trenches around and whatnot. And, there was, the Westminster, not the Westminster, the AA Vic incident. It shot at you, even though you didn't shoot at it, because it saw trenches, and the gun just stared at it. Like, why is there a trench here? And then it drove past a group of trenches, gun was still staring at it, and then it saw people get up from them with guns, so it just opened up. That wasn't me, that wasn't Infidel, that was just the AI. Because, they were curious why there were trenches. And then the northern road, you guys ended up just digging a bunch of trenches in the middle of the road. So they stopped coming from the northern road. Instead, they just deployed further back because a tank saw that there were trenches and went, why? Like, what's going on? So, French resistance ambush stuff, guys. If you make your presence known, the AI will ask questions and start dismounting earlier. There were vehicles, I literally watched them, like supply Vics I'd send through, they would refuse to go to the crossroads because either trenches were in the middle of their AI pathing for the northern road, and for the western road, they just heard gunshots as things were going down, and they just buggered it to the right and found a different route. So, I didn't really RC anything except to drive them, especially through the crossroad, if it was a hostile Vic shooting at you. In terms of AT and stuff, I know I gave some of you AT grenades, and I know for a fact that I put AT grenades in the enemy kits. There were a lot of good opportunities for AT grenades, especially with the trench option. You know, the vehicles were right on top of you. I didn't RC any AT with the exception of at the end. I did RC one just to fire it at the Vic that you stole. Which, by the way, I think that was his name began with an H. Forgot. I think it was Hatterface and somebody else. They stole an enemy pack wagon, but instead of a pack, it had the auto cannon in it, and that really helped you guys out. That was a really good idea because it stopped. It looked at the trenches. You guys were in some trenches already passed. Got up, got on top of it, shot them out, and then used it. That's exactly what I was looking for in this operation. So again, it was okay to make those trenches, but they were used inappropriately, in my opinion. If you're just, trying to make a distraction to distract the AI to, look at them or put a guy prone in it so it, like, the vehicle will aggro on it, but then have other people get up and steal the Vic, that's great. Other things that people asked me about in Spawn, the 3 Wesps going by, they were all turned out. So you could have just shot the driver in the front, and then the 2 guys up top were being up top. That's because that was like one of the first convoys passing through because they didn't know that they were hostile, and if I turned them to aggro, they would just, get stuck. So, could have been shot out, could have stolen them, done whatever, I don't care. And then we already talked about the Whirlwind. Yeah, I mean, if you have any other questions about my Zeusing, feel free to DM me, but, when I make these ops with a certain goal in mind, and I, give you things like body bags so you can maintain that goal, stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna be pretty awkward for you guys, so, yeah. Last note I'll say, it's World War II. I don't mind people going around lone wolfing, but if you get shot, and you go down and die, oof. So yeah. Ground, go ahead.
Well, I told people to hold. What I thought I told people to do was hold, the north and west sides of the intersection. They apparently took that to mean the north and west edges of town. And yeah, that's about the only thing I ever really gave aside from trying to get people to pull back more towards the middle. And, like, specific things. Aside from that egregious miscommunication at the start, people seem to at least give good effort doing stuff, so, yeah. Yeah, that's about all I can think of. I don't think I'm going to try and GC this again anytime soon. Whatever the alpha grouping was called.
Palm. Or laser this year.
Oh, right. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and admit something right now. One of the reasons this op failed as a whole was because of my inability to keep my squad in check. People were constantly running off. People were constantly running around. The only thing one of the things I'm gonna go ahead and say now, if you are not squad lead, do not fucking tell me what you are going to do, what you think is a good idea, and then you go and do that. That is not what you were in my squad to do. You passed up the squad lead option, and by the time I had joined in, that was the only slot left. So you're not going to tell me how to lead my squad when you had every opportunity to lead it yourself. Second thing, if you're wanting to know what's going on, run up to me and ask me what's going on. I think I said around 4 or 5 times in the middle of the op, garrison the corner building, and I made it pretty damn obvious which corner building I wanted to garrison, and it took about the 5th fucking try for people to get in the building, and even then, not everyone got in the building and garrisoned the fuck out of it. I don't know what happened with the northern section of the road. I got up there were trenches fucking everywhere, and by the time I asked for them to be taken down, they were already infantry and, trucks rolling up on our position, so we were getting fucked. I ordered us to fall back. But again, that's probably, my inability to keep my squad in check and around me. And that's all I've got to say. Bravo.
Bravo's quite the opposite. Bravo was a well-oiled machine. We did what we needed to do when we needed to. Designated a recon team to see what was coming down the road so we could organize our hits on it. 50 was a bit quiet sometimes. Other than that, I'm sorry that I did push out a little bit too far. Obviously, like, it was very open to interpretation. All I really heard was, set up on the west side of town. And I wasn't like specifically told until like the very end that I should probably pull back further into the town. So I was a bit confused, but yeah, that's my bad. Bravo only set up 3 trenches that entire up. We had a really good position. We had like a large natural trench that's covered by really thick bushes, so we could sit there and watch anything coming down the road. And then we had a little foxhole on the side, which I think is what Liru said the Puma looked at. Other than that, we shot shit and killed a lot of Jerrys. Thanks for sneezing into the microphone. Yeah, but no, we shot shit and managed to pull out with all our forces, and we got a lot of Vicks out of it. Charlie?
Real quick, just before Charlie goes, because I want to do a pool. If you did not like the op concept, can you jump in tier 2? Because I just want to pull the inventory here.
And quickie, squad leaders, you can put your radios on speaker. That way your squad can tell where you are.
That's what I did.
Alright, at least everyone liked it. Alright, Charlie, go ahead.
Okay, since I came in a bit late with that update, does anybody in Charlie want to go for the earlier part or just go from where I came in? Okay, we'll take it, go from where I came in. So, joined in, got inserted, did my best to round up as much as Charlie as possible so we could set up a decent position. I found 4 guys out of the total 8. Where you guys were, I don't know. So I tried to get everyone as set up as possible. Got us slightly set up in the center. Then when the next convoy came through, my armor crashed. Came back in. Tried to get everybody back together. We had the call to pull out. So I had 1 guy with me. We tried to get up to them. 2 squads dropped. So we pulled back. Started pulling back, then the Puma came in, we jumped on there, and then it was just the RTB race. So I can't really say much. Anybody that was around
I'm laughing
me,
to something
followed
unrelated.
orders. Those that weren't around me, I can't really say for sure.
I'm reading through a DM list.
But otherwise, I'm okay with how Charlie did. I'd need to spend a bit more time to see how that one worked out, though.
Just so you know, King, when you disconnected, some of your guys flocked up to me, so I just, because at the time there was no squad lead for him, I kept him near me because I was the only allied connection they had.
Yeah, that's cool. No other elements? Okay, open debrief.
Cool. Alright, that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching. If indeed you still are, go operate operationally. Enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cheers, and have a good one.